All right. So Eddie says, would he really be the kind of guy a woman would want if he's doing these things? I don't know. I don't know. It depends, right? There's a lot of other things to consider if he's really a good guy for you to be with or not. You have to remember, though, that there's two sides to everything. There's one side where men are, men are trying to make sure that they get into a good situation as well because they're being burned, right? A lot of women out there, they see it from their perspective and their point of view, and they hear their women friends talking about all the challenges and problems they're having with men, and so they look at men and they go, oh, that's that other side, they're the problem, they're all these things, right? Well, they're over on the other side going, women are the problem. They have a whole bunch of guy friends who are talking about all the troubles and problems they're having. They're like, oh, women are the problem, right? And so everybody's trying to avoid getting hurt. Everybody's trying to make sure that they're putting themselves into a good situation. And so it's not difficult to look over at the men's side and see men and be like, oh, okay, they're having just as many troubles and problems as we're having. Maybe I can have some compassion for them and look at them and see what they're doing and go, hey, maybe it's really hard for him and he wants to make sure he's getting himself into a good situation with a high quality woman. And how does he make sure that he's doing that? Well, it's probably from doing either unconscious or conscious testing, because that's the same way that women do it, right? You look at a guy, and if he's not pursuing you, if he's not, doing all these things, that's a test, right? That's a test to see if he's a quality guy that you want to be with. And if he's talking about how he hates his ex and, he's, bringing all these other women around, he's tells you how many times he's cheated and it's a whole bunch of different times. You look at him and you go, okay, he's failing these tests of mine of, is he a quality guy? Well, guys have this same thing where they look at a woman and they go, well, if she's going to hook up with me immediately, then she's probably doing that with other guys as well. I want to make sure that I'm in a good situation where I don't have a woman who's just, sleeping around, because then it's going to be really difficult for us to have a healthy relationship that lasts. That's what everybody's looking for. Everybody's looking for good relationships. And most people, men and women, are settling for just hooking up because they're so afraid that they're going to get hurt again. And so they try to protect themselves and say, okay, what can I do to make sure that I'm with a quality woman? And that's one of the things that has happened to our entire dating landscape, is that lots of people have been hurt and lots of people are trying to make sure they get into a good situation. And so a lot of the things that they're doing is stuff to make sure that they do get into a good situation.